I have wanted to be a creator since October 2017 based on a vision I had. But at that time, I didn't exactly fancy the idea of being on social media. But then a friend of mine compelled me to open an Instagram account, which I did, but with a random name. And one day I came across a post by Salem, and I realized that social media could also be used for good things. Since then, he has been my social media big brother in my head. I even wrote a book concerning the entire thing and I titled it Why I Came to Insta, but I never published it. At that time, I had no clue on what to do, but more importantly, I had no gadgets to do anything with. Fast forward to 2019, an uncle of mine, who is not related to me by blood, but has been tremendously helpful to my life, decided to change his phone, and then he felt led by God to give me the one he was using before. It was an Infinix phone. But guys, guess what? I used that Infinix phone to start a YouTube channel. I recently watched a couple of videos I shot on that phone and I was just laughing. But then I thank God for pros. Sadly, my precious Infinix phone decided to stop working at some point, and then I had to go back to not being able to create. Later on, I got admission into the University of Lagos and I started taking online courses so I could secure a remote job that would enable me to be able to save up to get a gadget that was suitable for me to produce videos. Suddenly, both my parents lost their jobs, and I had to go from saving to surviving. But then I had a brilliant God inspired idea in 2023. I started learning how to edit just audio, and then I realized if I do not have a phone with a good camera to shoot videos, I could record audios and edit that and make it a podcast. And that was exactly what birthed my podcast series on the YouTube channel. Suddenly, again, my father's health started to deteriorate. He had been diagnosed with a couple of things much earlier in the years before, and it felt like it was worsening. So I had to juggle between school, checking up on him, being a course rep, having jobs. It was just a lot. And then because of all of this, the podcast series started to suffer again in terms of consistency. I did get a couple of jobs as a virtual assistant, a social media manager, an intern for project management, and what have you, right? And I kept saving. However, just before I entered final year, my dad decided to change his address from earth to heaven, and it hit me really bad. Oh,